Hello, 7th grade, and welcome to STEM for week 9. You only need to answer in one of the 4 blue boxes. Let's take a quick look at what that means. Basically, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 slides where you could answer, and you only need to answer one of them this week. It's a little bit of a choice, all of them a little bit of learning about gravity. So let's look at slide 2. What to do week 9? Choose one of slides 3 through 6 to do. 2. Follow the instructions on that slide. 3. Build the project or solve the problem. Answer in the blue box. 4. Insert a picture of it on that slide. 5. Turn it in. Don't forget to. Here's our first option to do. If you choose this slide 1, the acceleration due to gravity is 9.81 meters per second squared. Written like that. What does this mean? Explore by doing one of slides 3 through 6. 2. Drop a piece of paper. 3. Now crumble the paper and drop it again. Try to determine which one falls faster. Is there a better way to think? Or is there a better way to do this than with one piece of paper? 4. Write your results and an explanation of why you think this in the blue box. So this is the hard one. This is the one where you actually need to think. You'll need to write an answer here. Like, let's say they both fall at the same rate. You might say, well, gravity is this constant. The acceleration due to gravity is a constant expressed on both pieces of paper. Let's say that one falls faster than the other. You could say, well, that one fell faster because it was heavier, because I dropped it faster, because maybe it was a different shape. All of these are potential answers. One of them is probably correct. So yeah, that's that slide. Make sure you answer it over here. Make sure it's at least 10 words. Insert work here. Use at least 10 words. All right. I would feel remiss if I forgot to mention that you should use at least 10 words. And let me know if these are just confusing over here. If you choose this slide, 1, the acceleration due to gravity, we read that. It's constant at Earth's surface. 2, watch the video to the right for about 5 minutes or more if you want to. 3, record 3 things you learned in the blue box. So you'll watch this video. Chris Hadfield answers some questions. He's an astronaut from Canada, and he answers a bunch of questions, so it's pretty cool. And I learned some things, so you want to list 3 things you learned. So answer 1, 2, 3 things that you learned right there, and we'll make that smaller so that you can fit it better. This slide number 5. If you choose this slide, the acceleration due to gravity is 9.81 meters per second squared. What does this mean? Explore by doing one of slides 3 through 6. 2, watch the video to the right. So again, you're watching the video to the right, and then you're answering the question in the blue box with more than 10 words. Answer question here. Are astronauts weightless? Why or why not? This one's an interesting video by Veritasium. Really puts out good quality science stuff if you're ever interested in watching more. And he answers and talks about some good questions and thoughts there. If you choose this slide, 1, the acceleration due to gravity is 9.81 meters per second squared. Explore by doing one of slides 3 through 6. So this is slide 6. This would be your 4th choice. This is, I think, the most difficult slide to do. 2, drop in a ball from somewhere high, the ceiling, windows, stairs, etc. Stay safe. 3, with a stopwatch time. So what you're going to do in this one is you're going to stand somewhere high up, like on the top of the slides at the park, maybe on a staircase outside an apartment, or maybe on the edge of a swimming pool, somewhere high. I did this one by standing. It's not advisable, but I stood on my couch and I dropped the ball. And I came up with this example. So if we go over to, it says step 4, take that time. So I used my phone stopwatch and follow the steps to the right. 5, square the amount of seconds it takes to hit the ground. So it took 0.7 seconds for it to go from ceiling to ground. And if you square 0.7, that's 0.7 times 0.7, you get 0.49. Okay, so you time it and then square it. You can do that on a calculator. In fact, let's set up to do that. So I did 0.7, so it took 0.7 seconds. So what you do is you multiply it by 0.7, and you'll get 0.49. Okay, then we go back to our slide. Step 6, multiply 0.981 by 0.4. So you multiply 0.49 by 9.81, which is the acceleration due to gravity. So times 9.81 is 4.8069. Okay, so I'm just going to put down 8069, and don't think it's wrong to use a calculator on this one. Those are large numbers. If you don't use a calculator, kudos to you though. 7 divided by 2. So divide 4.81 by 2. And I could do that, but I'm going to do it on the calculator just so you can see it. So you got 2.4. So right now, your answer is 2.4. And then the object fell blank meters. So believe it or not, this whole problem is actually allowing you to figure out how tall or high something is just by using time. So we know how fast, since we know how fast a ball accelerates as it falls, we can figure out how high something is just by dropping something. And obviously it would change a little bit speed-wise, acceleration-wise, if I was to drop it like from a mountain or something like that. The object fell, so divided by 2 was 2.4. So it fell 2.4 meters. So the object fell 2.4 meters. So these two answers are the same. And then if you were to go ahead and multiply by 3.3, that gives you the distance in feet. And I'll do that really fast. Just for the sake of this, you can do this too if you want. So the object fell, in my case, 7.9 feet. In fact, I was very proud of that number, 7.9 feet, because I then measured my ceiling. And this was on the first try. I measured my ceiling, and my ceiling is actually 8 feet even. I live with a very high ceiling, I guess. But that was very close. That means I did a really good job with the stopwatch. But you guys can try this out, and you can actually measure things if you're really good at clicking the stopwatch on and off at just the right moment pretty well. So that is the whole of the video. I hopefully will break it up. My last thing to say is that my office hours are 1:30 to 2:30. Feel free to stop in. Some of you really need to do some STEM this week because the quarter's closing and the new quarter is actually beginning this week. Hope you have a great day, and I hope you are able to watch this. I will put it as both a YouTube link down here and from Google Classroom or from Google Drive right here. Have a good one.